What up, gents? Welcome to TSG Uncut. I'm your host, Shaun C. As you can see, I'm filming from a different location inside my house instead of the studio today. I came across a video, and this woman asked an interesting question.
All right, single man, I want to hear from you. Me and my friend were in a conversation the other day, and we were talking about the current status of single men and why many of you 35 and older are still single. And we came to the conclusion that most men nowadays see women as a liability and no longer an asset.
I mean, if you're right, you're right. I think this young lady is spot on with her assessment. I think that to most men nowadays, women are a liability because, I mean, women now become an extra bill. And we're talking about a society right now where, inflation has been going up, but wages have been stagnant, right? If we want to talk about it on an economic situation. So women want you to come in their life to improve their life so that they can go have fun and do stuff while the world is damn near burning. There might be a goddamn draft here soon. Why would a man who has those things come in to give those things to her? You got to understand why we say assets and liabilities. That assets grow in value. You just tricking your money away to a woman that could eventually leave. What did you get out of that other than some coochie? A lot of modern women today bring chaos. So in a world that has enough chaos as it is, a lot of women still have their unhealed problems. And then they bring those problems into the relationship. And you can tell because if money is the only thing that you value or what could a dude do for you, but you're not willing to do for him, that to me shows a person that's unhealed. A healed person isn't afraid to give themselves to the other person. A healed person isn't afraid to love the other person. A healed person isn't talking about me, me, me. A healed person is like, I love this person. I love what they're doing. And I want to give. I want to fill their cup instead of take away from their cup. Too many women now are drinking the cup and looking like, why isn't this refilling itself?
It trips me out that men are not understanding the standards that a woman who is dating intentionally is looking for. I get cursed out all the time and yelled at because my profile says, if you're not a homeowner, I'm not interested. A man being a homeowner is one of the signals that he is ready for marriage because it is the man's job to provide a home for his wife, right? So if you're 50 something and you don't own a home, you're not ready. I am looking for someone who is already cooked, who is well done, right? Who doesn't need to be prepared. I'm fully cooked, career, house, educated, no children, and I'm looking for the same.
Oh my God, man. If you still single with no kids, it's no wonder. It's okay to have your standards. And you know what? Normally I'd be like, okay, have your standards. But then you come online and you're saying that just because a man doesn't have a house, then that makes him less. Understand that most men back in the day didn't build a house and then say, let me go find a wife to put in it. Sometimes that man would find a wife and then they would go find a home together. They would go find the place where they're going to set out to. Most men don't get houses until after they start thinking about having a family. It's modern women today that are buying these houses, which good on y'all for doing, but y'all buying a house before you even have the family to put in it, before you even have the relationship. And I can't tell you how many of y'all I didn't see crying online because now your mortgage payment then ballooned up. Now the taxes then went up. If y'all thought that shit was bad, this shit is gonna be worse. So a lot of men already keep their heads on the ground, keep their ears to the ground about what's going on in these markets. A lot of y'all women don't. So you judge why a man don't have this and don't have that instead of what's the logic? Instead of saying, does he have the ability to get a home? Well, that's what a man should do. He should have a home for his wife. No, it's his home. And you are coming to live there. Oh, but you got your own. So what are you worried about?
Even if you do know you have a good thing, lack of discipline can definitely mess it up. Because I feel like I've been there. Like I've definitely have not had discipline in the past. I feel like discipline is honestly something I've struggled with for many years. I think I'm more self-aware of it now and I work on that. You know, I'm in a relationship now, and I keep that in mind with everything that I do.
It's funny because you have a bunch of women that will say that men don't have their shit together, but it's a lot of women that have a lack of discipline. I mean, there are women out there paying all this money for beauty products that they got to get over and over again. Instead of it would be cheaper. Back in the day, real women actually did their own hair. Real women did their own makeup, did their own nails. I'm not knocking any woman doing that. What I'm saying is you all have a lack of a spending discipline. So even the woman in the last video where she's talking about, well, if you don't have a house, then, I expect a man to have a house. Okay, just because I have a house don't mean I'm not disciplined. I'm not going out like you and then spending it on a new bag, new shoes, and all this shit that don't matter. Maybe I'm investing my money in a 401k. Maybe I'm investing my money in a retirement. Maybe I'm doing something else with my money instead of tricking it off out these streets to look good. For who?
Love is real. For example, unconditional love. Do you think it's real?
It used to be, not anymore. You got these women that can't do nothing for themselves, and they act like they love these niggas, because I have seen some hard-working niggas that go out there and they get it. And they got these women that ain't good for nothing, but trying to sit up there and look good off of what the men prepare. And they want people to think that they have arrived when they haven't. Because always remember one thing. Iron sharpen iron. Don't go out there and get you a plastered ass hoe and think you gonna sharpen her. She ain't got nothing. She never gonna have nothing. And I'm gonna tell you another thing. If you sit up there and you've been with that person for over 5 to 6 years and they are still in the same place you met them, leave them there. Straight like that.
Oh, god damn. His grandma went off. His grandma probably like my age or a lot of our ages. Holy shit. She actually talked like my mom do about these situations. But she was absolutely right. You have a bunch of people who want to be there after you did made it, but iron sharpens iron. They want you to give to them what you going to do for them, how you going to provide for them, but they're not sharpening you and making you better. They're actually bringing out the worst in you. Because now you're spending money where you could have been saving it. You could have been doing something else. You could have been doing something bigger with that. A lot of these plastic 304s, like she said, ain't worth it.
To shut the fuck up, and he says, yes, my queen, whatever you say.
Happy life, happy life.
And me and my man don't argue. We don't cuss each other out. We don't call each other out each other's name. We don't do none of that. I simply tell him to shut the fuck up, and he says, yes, ma'am.
Who tell you yes, ma'am? You a goddamn liar, ain't your child?
See, the other girl and her dude just made this video, and he said happy wife, happy life, and just nodded his head like...
Fuck no. He's a bitch.
Don't laugh! That's funny. I mean, that's what a lot of women don't want to deal with nowadays, right? Like y'all want a dude to be... Y'all say y'all want a dude like the one right there. But really, the dude that most women actually want is the other dude, like, oh, who you playing with? It ain't attractive to have a man that you could just roll over and just say that. Cause then you gonna get cheated on. She gonna find somebody else that ain't gonna allow her to catch a temper tantrum. And gents, if she does, just like grandma said, get up out of there. Now this is the video that's been popular online today where she talks about giving her attention to toxic men. Let's listen.
I think I have a thing for toxic energy. So I think there's still some more healing that I need to do, because when I look back on all of these energies, it's a shame I gave them so much time and there were sweet energies that I didn't. Yeah. And so now I see those sweet energies getting married and starting families. I'm just like, dang, that probably could have been me if I recognized the security in those individuals at the time. And like now I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely feeling that now. I'm aware that there's something going on. There's something wrong.
That is good that she recognizes it. Ladies, it's not a bad thing to recognize that that's a weakness, that's a mistake. I ain't say a mistake, but by recognizing that, if you went to therapy, first identifying what the problem is the first thing. Understanding that all y'all out here saying that you healed, yet you still continuously go for toxic ass dudes. That's a problem. Don't sit here and get up on camera talking about, well, if you a man and you ain't got no house by the age of 50, this, that, and the third. When we check and see who the people you dating dudes who aren't even relationship or marriage minded. You date dudes who don't have a house, but they don't have a car, they don't have nothing to their name, they living off of you. Them dudes right there, you make them have all these requirements, but you have no requirements for these other dudes. And the reason is in your heads, you all convince yourself that this is temporary. I don't have to take him serious because he ain't got nothing. Until you fall for that dude and he mess you over. And then you come online and you cry, you complain, and you blame it on all men like y'all always do.
I think they just seem really exciting at first. The chemistry is incredible. And they don't even always be fine. It's not even that like they're sexy or something. I mean, well, they're sexy, but they don't be the finest things I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It's just an energy. Sometimes it's convenience, what we talk about. A lot of the sweeter energies that I felt like weren't for me. I felt I could see myself falling asleep a little bit on the phone. So I don't know if that's like, if boring is good or not. Like, I'm trying to figure out what that means. Like,
the fact that you all are bored, you could be talking to a guy that's genuinely got shit to say, genuinely has lived life. What's exciting about them laughing and agreeing with you and barely saying anything? Oh, it's because they're exciting because they allow you to talk and run your mouth.
One of the other things that Kevin said in this episode, which is heartbreaking, but he said in our community, when you ask most Black women about the average Black man, they rank them low. It's like we think we're better than our men. But if you ask us to talk about men from other communities, we have instant respect for them. And again, that's heartbreaking, especially as a mother. And ladies, ask yourself, when you think about your mate, do you have respect for the average man? Or does he have to be something exceptional to even have a conversation with you?
Not for nothing, I really hate you bitches that treat niggas so wrong that they can't even trust the next bitch. Because when I tell y'all fuck it up for the real ones that really know how to hold a nigga down and is only here to heal a nigga and please a nigga, y'all fuck that shit completely up. The game is completely fucked up. And I give y'all grace because all I could do is, I can't judge. So all I could do is give y'all grace. But it's like, damn, y'all really messed up some good men in this world just because y'all didn't know how to love a nigga right. And I blame y'all daddies. I blame y'all daddies the most.
Everything she said sounded good in the moment, but there's a problem with what she said. She was doing good, but then she said, I blame the daddies. Do you know exactly why that woman's dad ain't in her life? Do you know exactly why that even though a woman might have a dad, a young lady might have a dad, why she still have a disdain for men? Everything traces back to the mama, actually. A lot of y'all running around with mama issues. Mama done ran daddy off. It was mama's way or the highway. Mama said she didn't need a man to raise no kids. Mama don't know who the daddy is. Mama talking shit about the daddy in front of the kids without the daddy knowing, filling their heads with shit. But yet, we always come back to, it's gotta be the dad's fault. Ain't that a problem with that? It's a problem.
You know, what exactly are women sacrificing in the relationship? And I don't want us to think too hard about it, but what exactly are women sacrificing? Because we are the ones that want the relationship. We are the ones that want the marriage. So we come in ready. Men are the ones making all the fucking sacrifice. Them niggas want to be outside with all the motherfucking hoes. And they want to keep their money because some of these hoes is fucking for free.
You tripping out right now because it is a sacrifice for a man. Literally, if a man knows how to cook, clean up, and take care of himself, i.e. y'all see how I got my place looking. If I know how to do all that stuff, then what do I need the woman for, to come in here for? I know how to take care of my money. Obviously, I can afford a decent place. You want me to give to you? Why am I giving to you when I have all this? Oh, well, you'll have me. There's more of y'all than there is of us. Hell, if I'm doing good with my money, I could just go out and get some strange right now. And they'll give you your money's worth of emotional intimacy and talk. And that's the thing. I'm not trying to say go out and get it. And ladies, I'm not trying to reduce y'all to just that. Understand what I'm saying right now. Understand the point that I'm making. We have gotten to the point that when you ask a woman, what do you bring to the table? You know why they can't answer it? Because they don't know what a woman brings to a man. Most of them have not seen their mothers, their aunts, their sisters. They have not seen women with real stable men in their life, real men. Most women have run their men off, or they dealing with these bums. Yet they want to hold everybody on a standard. Most women do not know what it's like to be a woman in respect to a man. What do women actually sacrifice? Oh, well, I gotta clean and cook. Okay. Again, I can clean and cook. Most dudes are doing that shit today. So again, what are y'all sacrificing? Real women that love their men and would do for their men, those are the ones making the sacrifices. If you're not giving those things, which should come standard, you're not sacrificing shit.
Y'all need to understand this. It is 10 to 1.
Come on.
With the woman-man ratio. It's way more easier to replace you than it will for you to be able to replace me. Women have already shit stuck in their head. And in their head, already we're narcissists. Yeah. We're the narcissists. So there's nothing we really can say to them to really make them understand unless she's grown. Yeah. And she understand that, okay, this man has to be loved too.